From the outside, East Carolina University is just another beautiful campus, but those considered part of the Pirate Nation know that it's much more than the exterior. It's a feeling.
Everyone's upbeat, everyone's friendly.
I think that our school creates a really good atmosphere for our students.
And students can agree that one of those feelings is pirate pride.
I think the general attitude of students at ECU is that they're really proud to be students of ECU.
School spirit is a big factor that unites students on campus. We bleed purple and gold is not an understatement when it comes to the ECU campus, where ordinary objects offer reminders of the school.
You have the whole purple and gold and pirate environment.
Purple gold everywhere.
And it's not just on campus.
I like that Greenville has a lot of the purple and gold stuff on buildings, and they have the fire truck that's purple and gold that they support ECU too. So it's nice to not only be in a school that's supporting you, but the city that the school's in supports them too.
The attitude at ECU is especially noticeable to students who have transferred from other schools.
At Wilmington, you had more of a laid-back environment, and school spirit wasn't as prevalent as it is here.
Another big cause of pirate pride?
Football games.
Football.
Pirate football.
Football team.
Game day.
Athletics generate a lot of school spirit at ECU, especially football.
There's a sense of unity at football games, not just at the games, but that week, that week before the game.
The vibrant attitude at the ECU football games is unforgettable, but student athletes like Kelsey Brosi have to stay focused during the week with such a busy schedule.
As a student, I definitely have to dedicate a lot more time towards my work. I swim 8 times a week, so I really need to balance my schoolwork and swimming.
But it pays off in many ways.
All my friends here are athletes. We all live together in the dorms our freshman year, so that's my group of friends, and then we definitely can relate to one another.
Athletics and clubs play a big role in student attitudes, and the campus promotes opportunities to get the students involved.
When you get involved in a student organization, you feel more passionate about the school.
We just had homecoming, and so many organizations came out. We had 3 times the amount of people to come out to the cannonball dance than we ever had come out before.
Daniel Thornton is the student government vice president and helps ECU students launch new organizations.
If somebody's got something they're passionate about wanting to do, we can help them do it.
And many of the organizations focus on giving back.
There's a lot of service given. Blood drives with the blood drives with the blood drives.
Kate Avery joined Alpha Delta Pi her freshman year and enjoys the work her sorority does for the community.
Some people don't realize is that we have each fraternity and sorority on campus has a philanthropy, and AD Pi's philanthropy is the Ronald McDonald House. So that's a really important thing to me. That's one reason why I joined, is because I love volunteering and I love that aspect of helping people. So, but I think a lot of people may think that fraternities and sororities, all they do is go downtown and have socials and things like that, but there's so much more to it than that.
Being a part of Greek life has shaped Kate's experience at ECU.
Being in a sorority has helped me meet people outside of my major, and it's just been really beneficial just meeting people all over campus who I might not have met if I hadn't joined a sorority.
Greek life and other organizations help gear students towards successful futures.
I couldn't imagine another place being to have much stronger leadership than we have.
Professors at ECU also affect the general attitude of students.
The teachers are much more, their faces are out there. You see them eating in the cafeterias and in the restaurants here, in the library, and you don't feel awkward going up to them.
The teachers of the comm department also are very friendly.
Dr. Hubbard is a journalism professor at ECU.
I feel like this is a pretty agreeable place. I do think compared to other places where I've taught. Most of the students I find here are pretty easy to get along with.
And that goes for his co-workers too.
Just about everybody in our school that as I'm thinking about it, I consider more than just an acquaintance. I consider a friend.
Generally, students at ECU have a desire to succeed academically.
I think in general there's a readiness and a willingness to kind of go along with what we as professors have in mind, as long as it seems reasonable.
Doing well in class forms positive attitudes which will encourage them to thrive.
I get a little ego boost when I do well in school. I feel I have the confidence to go pursue those jobs.
Chris Russo is a graduate student at ECU, and he's adjusted his attitude since his undergrad days.
It was basically a 180. Undergrad, you can kind of get away with things, and you don't put as much effort into it, and you still get the results. With graduate, it's a direct result of how much time and effort you put into it.
While most students try to stay focused during the week, they still find time to relax and have a good time.
I think students kind of take the weekends to just get a little crazy and just wind down. Once it hits Thursday,
that people are more excited, they're more ready for football games, they have kind of more of a careless attitude.
The campus also affects student attitudes and is a resource for socializing and activities.
I love seeing people I know on campus. It makes me happy and it makes me actually want to be here. People do activities anywhere from studying together outside, inside in the library, to frisbee, soccer. So there's some zombie game that goes on every now and then.
There's a wide variety of students at ECU, but when it comes to making friends, those differences don't necessarily matter.
You become friends with people who are just like you once you're finding yourself, but you also find out you can be friends with people who are nothing like you.
At ECU, you find more people reaching out. So you have the Greeks, the athletes, just everyone in general. You know, you could be in grad school or undergraduate, and people, you know, reach out and know each other.
We have a big community atmosphere. Like, everybody's real friendly with each other.
I make a new friend today on campus.
So how do students really describe life at East Carolina?
Comfort.
Hard work,
Service.
People.
A college town.
Community.
friendship,
Enthusiasm.
Studying.
Happy.
School spirit.
Pirates.